E.G.G. Egregious Games.
How do you market a tabletop RPG in 2026? Do you have to spam social media, or can you just make something good and then worry about marketing later? When I dropped that Daggerheart video, I really wasn't expecting anyone to watch it. And when I talked about my own RPG, I didn't expect anyone to care. But a bunch of people did. I think the number one most received comment I got on YouTube and Discord was, hey, so like, where are the rules? Where can I look at them? But inviting a bunch of people to my GitHub wasn't exactly a scalable solution, and the rules weren't super presentable a few months ago. Which brings us to now. I've spent the last 3 months hammering away at the rules, and I'm ready to show them to you. And there are 3 different files. There's like the free version, the full version, and the extras. So I want to just briefly go over what's in each of those. First off, in the free preview, you get like introduction, you get the core rules. That's all the rules for like making checks, using stats and skills. And you also get like crunchier bits for like wounds, harm, exerting, fatigue, and some little extra bits for narrative play. It's about a third of the rule books. You also get the full rules reference, which is like a truncated, little brief version of the rules you can use to look things up. And then what do you get behind the $5 paywall? What do you get in the full rules? So you get the tactical combat, which obviously is for grid, but also you can use Theatre of the Mind. The tactical combat rules are pretty crunchy. Like GURPS, you get a lot of combat options right off the bat. You don't need to like have powers or abilities to be able to trip people or disarm people. You can do that with your fists, or you can do it with just about anything in the game. So yeah, you also get the full reactions rules, of course. Next up in the full rules, you get character building. This is all the rules that govern how your character can raise their aptitudes. It's all like points based, but there are levels as well, kind of gates, which, you know, all explained in the full book. And I'll talk about like design decisions for why the character building is the way it is at some other point. But yeah, you also get like, you can use like different rule sets for different genres, different campaign types. You might be kind of like in a magical world or in a world without powers. There's different rule sets for that. What you don't get in the full rules is supernatural powers. That's like an addition. That's in the extras. But you do get various martial techniques, various non-magical ways that anyone can use to spice up combat. Basically various like techniques that your character can learn, things they can get better at that aren't governed by just like skills and niches. Things that are a little bit more nitty-gritty than that. You also get all the gear rules in the full rules. That's stuff for like, you know, creating custom gear. If there's not something you want in the weapons list, you can make it yourself. You can just basically drag and drop gear traits and it comes out reasonably balanced. You also get the Game Master Guidance section. This is obviously for GMs, advice on running the game, best practices, and a bunch of little tools you can use to run the game. As a bonus, I will also be putting out the Foundry mod that I have built for the game, built using Custom System Builder. It's basically a module for Custom System Builder that is working. It is working quite well right now and is getting better every day. But yeah, that's about 300, 400 pages of content. I think that's worth $5. It is obviously just in a preview beta form, still work in progress. But if you want even more, there are the extras. That's behind a $10 paywall. In the extras, you get mutation traits, which is like, you know, toothy maw or vibration sense. Things that typically are used by creatures, but they can also be like species traits. And they can be used by player characters if the GM is okay with it. You also get the full work in progress supernatural powers compendium. You got finished powers already like fire and ice and healing, along with a bunch of work in progress powers like mind control, enchantment, and things that aren't probably really going to fit in the bailiwick of dark fantasy. You also get the bestiary in the extras. That's also got all the NPC creation rules. It's also got loads of hazards. You got beasties, you got bastards. And you get a few various other little bits in the extras, which are going to be added to over time. So you do get quite a lot for that. Anyway, thank you all for being so patient. Welcome to the Crossguard Beta. Enjoy Crossguard and have an awesome rest of your day.